thanks for joining us again. On today's episode, we made carbonara. This is one of Tyler's favorite recipes.
Y'all don't want to miss this.
Okay, so first we need to gather our ingredients. For this recipe, you need 4 ounces of fettuccine, 3 green onions, half a cup of Parmesan, a quarter cup of cherry tomatoes, 3 slices of bacon, salt and pepper to taste. You're also going to need 2 eggs, and then you're going to need a large spoon, a knife, a cutting board, a pan, a pot for your noodles, and a strainer.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get our water boiling. That'll be the first step. Don't forget to salt your water.
Alright, now it's time to chop our green onions. You're going to want to chop up to here-ish to start with, because you're going to separate this part from this part. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so go ahead and set these to one side. And then you can chop these separately.
It should look like this whenever you have them separated.
We went ahead and chopped our cherry tomatoes ahead of time, but if you haven't, now is the time to do so.
Alright, so next you're going to want to chop your bacon. If you have time, I recommend putting them into the freezer to get them partially frozen. It does make this step a lot easier. You just want to cut them into little strips.
Alright, now it's time to go ahead and put our pasta in the water so it's boiling. There we go. You supervising? Volunteer taste tester?
Look at that sleepy old man over there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our pan hot. We're gonna cook this bacon on about medium-high heat. So grab your spoon and just kind of move this around. While this is heating, we can go ahead and start getting the eggs and the parm all whisked together. Alright, so next we're gonna go ahead and crack the eggs into the bowl. Alright, so after you're done with that, you're going to want to kind of agitate, whisk up the eggs a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and dump our salt in. Salt, pepper. Alright, parm is next. We're going to go ahead and reserve some so that way we can put it on top of the pasta whenever it's done. About that much. Alright, let's just go ahead and combine this. Alright. Yeah, should look about like that whenever it's done. Alright, so once it gets almost done, we're going to go ahead and toss in our cherry tomatoes. Let those saute for a little bit. And then at the very end, whenever it's just about done, we're going to go ahead and toss in the green onions as well. We're going to be tossing in the white onions, the white side of the onions. Alright, so whenever this is almost done, like now, we're going to go ahead and toss in the white side of the onions. Toss that on in there. Add a little bit of extra flavor, getting it sauteed. Alright, so whenever this is done, we're going to go ahead and turn off the heat. And we're going to go and start pouring it into the eggs. Be careful to be whisking constantly while you're doing it, because you don't want the eggs to scramble. You want it to like emulsify into the sauce. So just slowly pour it all in. Alright, so it should look about like this. This is what you're aiming for. Alright, so since this is done, all we gotta do is wait for the fettuccine to finish cooking. We'll go ahead and drain that off, and then we'll put it into the sauce that we made. See y'all back then. Alright, so once your noodles are cooked and drained, we're gonna go ahead and dump it into our sauce that we made earlier. So Gonna want to mix it around so that way everything's evenly coated. Just kind of move everything around.
That smells really good.
Thank you. Alright, now it's time to serve it up. So we're just gonna go ahead and move this onto the plate. Looks delicious. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and garnish it with our parm that we saved. Also for garnish, we're gonna go ahead and put some green onions on it. Alright, now it's time to dig in. You ready?
Smell is making me hungry.
I am. This is so good, y'all have to definitely give this one a try. This is one of my all-time favorite recipes to make.
That is really good, and I am very picky. Let us know if you try this. And don't forget to like and subscribe.